Hey, this is Matthew from Nerd News Today. It's time to do some more Warhammer 40K painting, and today I'm unboxing this big box here. I've got myself a set of Blood Angels, the Tactical Squad 10-pack of figures. I believe this came out in 2014, so it's a little bit older now, but still quite relevant. And no, the price you're seeing here is not what I paid. This was part of, again, my very first Warhammer 40K purchase, where I went to a store that was closing out, and they happened to have a lot of this stuff on sale and roughly half price, more or less. So I decided to go ahead and buy myself a few things. So this box here is going to be my first time really doing a unit. It's also my first time doing Blood Angels, which again is going to be quite different from what I've been doing with the Primaris Space Marines. Boxes, of course, have changed over time, so I'm going to show you guys the back real quick. It's cool that they list all the paints you're going to need, or at least some of the paints to get yourself started. I really wonder if that's all they actually use to paint these, but man, that's such nice clean paint jobs all around. Jealous. And yeah, there's the side of the box in case you wanted to see any of that, which is just got ourselves, well, it's not going to focus too easily, but it's got a Blood Angel there just kind of hanging out with the banner. So yeah, it's not really much else to do except really just open this guy and see what's inside it. So again, this is my first time actually doing one of these packs like this. I've only really have bought that Intercessors, or rather have opened and painted those Intercessors 3-packs and that one beginning miniature. So this is going to be quite a big leap for me in terms of what I'm doing. Alright, so here we go. Slowly taking off the plastic. How dramatic and exciting. Wow. Great footage, right? Alright, so here's what the inside looks like. You want to take a peek in there. So I've got myself a bunch of sprue kits, and there is a nice little booklet in there. Let's see if we can get that to focus. Well, take my word for it, because I'm just going to slide it out now anyway, and you can see in a second what's in here. Whee! Everything out. Alright. Starting with on top, we have ourselves, looks to be like the instructions. Yes. Here's the handy instructions for you guys to take a look at. This is cool. So unlike the Intercessors 3-pack that I bought last time, that did not have any instruction booklet whatsoever. I didn't know if it was supposed to come with it and it just didn't have it. This time I actually do have instructions and labels telling me what everything is. There's numbers as well, which I'm going to assume are specific to certain parts. Yeah, alright, looking ahead. Yes. So, let's see. I'll just kind of flip through the pages, give you guys a preview of what everything looks like. Gotta say, this is definitely a little overwhelming for a first-timer. Let's see. Okay, so I think this is the multi-combi weapon or something. Again, I'm new to this stuff, so you have to bear with me as I figure these things out. But I did read that there was some weapons that were able to combine, I guess, or something. It's kind of like you customize what weapon you're going to give your guys. And yeah, okay, so there are definitely different types of guns here, different types of bolters. Oh, you got yourself a normal sword and a chain sword. So I did hear that this set does have some spare parts, and oh yeah, so there we go. There's a bunch of different chest plates here. We have 10 of those, it looks like. So there's going to be some room for customization, not a ton. No, I thought there was going to be more spare pieces. I heard there's like maybe one spare set of shoulder pads, maybe a spare chest somewhere else. I'm looking forward to at least having some customization abilities. Don't know if I'm going to feel confident enough to go crazy with them, but nice to know that it's there. Alright, so here, let's see, here's the heavy flamer. That looks cool. So this is my first time really doing anything besides the bolt guns. And, man, look at all these heads I'm going to have to deal with. Wow. Does it really come with this many heads? That's nuts. That's a lot of spare heads, but that actually is pretty cool, though. I'm looking forward now to getting some spare guys so I can play around with that. So one thing I'm going to be doing differently in the next upcoming video where I put these guys together, I do have some different types of glue, and that's going to be fun. So I might actually do a sub-assembly to paint these for the first time. We'll see if I can actually get around to doing it. I wanted to do it last time, didn't quite work out. I feel like this time I have a better idea of how to do it. So I might actually just go ahead and try it. Alright, cool. So here's what our guys are going to look like ideally by the time they're all put together. With my luck and my inability to glue things correctly, we'll see how they actually turn out. So there you go. That's the instruction booklet. Now let's look at the sprues themselves. So I'm going to just pull some of them apart. And oh, okay, so here's our bases. We do have a bunch of plain bases. Well, that's nice. I'll be covering those in some kind of terrain. Don't know what, but we got bases. Our bases will be loaded soon. Moving on, let's take a look at this first sprue. This one here. Looks like we got ourselves some legs, some packs, some insignias. There's some of our bigger heavy weapons, and a bunch of shoulder pads. Let me flip this over so you can see the shoulder pads better. I think that's where all the fun is going to be. So one thing you might have noticed that is not in this set is there are no decals to put on. Everything that you see, it's actually sculpted in. So that is going to be a definite challenge for a newbie like myself. trying to paint these in, make them look good, make them look clean. Man, those are tiny little pieces. Got a bunch of plain ones too. So yeah, I could just go ahead and use plain ones, but nah, I definitely got to use some of these fancy ones. And again, these big guns down here are looking very cool. I'm gonna have a lot of fun painting those. I think that's one of the things I've actually been enjoying the most painting so far has been the weapons. And I'm looking forward to having some fun ones here. I got some nice new packs as well. All right, let's take a look now at our next sprue. Just pulling randomly. This one is, wow, that's a lot of weapons. A lot of weapons, a lot of arms. A lot. Wow. So yeah, luckily it looks like they are all numbered, but that still doesn't make it any less overwhelming to see all of these guys together. Since this is, after all, for 10 minifigures, so wow. A lot of cool guns, though. So far, I've only really painted, again, the standard weapons, so for me now to have like something like this, or this, I guess that's a plasma gun, and things like this, I mean, I'm gonna, some grenades too, ooh, that's gonna be cool. And there's, I guess, a flamer of some kind. This is gonna be a nice, fun challenge. I'm looking forward to doing these. And now let's go ahead and take a look at our final sprue. This one, alright, cool, that's neat. Alright, so we have ourselves our backs. We have some more chest pieces. There's a chainsword over there. A variety of different packs for their backs. Look at that guy's chest. Jeez, I don't think he missed pec day or ab day. And then up here, so this is where this pack has got me quite scared and worried. Look at all these heads. I'm going to flip this over so you can see their faces. There is a lot of heads here. Let's count them, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 heads. Oof. It's good to know I've got some spares, because clearly I'm not going to be using all of these for 10 miniatures, and I've got some options, but wow, that's really cool. Now, heads have still been the bane of my existence. I haven't done that many yet, so obviously it's going to be a challenge to do them, but I'm going to get a lot of practice out of this, I guess. I mean, that definitely is the biggest thing I have. The biggest worry I have is making the heads look good, and especially with some of these guys that have exposed flesh. I'm not too great at that yet, but I really want to get better, so I'm going to get ready to really just mess up a whole bunch of miniatures very soon. So, wow, this is a mess. Look at that on camera. So that's our quick look and unboxing of the Blood Angels Tactical Squad set from 2014. And now the next big thing is going to be assembling them, number one. So for me, I think that means probably deciding if I want to do sub-assemblies or not officially, and how I'm going to do all that. My goal with this set is to actually paint them all at once. So yeah, I want to make, basically, figure out a more efficient style to paint them as. That's going to definitely be a challenge unto itself, is figure out how to batch paint, especially because I don't prime them with a spray can. I'm going to be hand priming all of these, so that's going to take quite a bit of time. Yeah, and I also really want to practice blending, I've decided, since that's something I haven't done yet, and granted I am still new, so I'm allowed to kind of play around a little bit, I imagine, but I'd really like to just try blending. I don't know if this is going to be the set to do it. Maybe I'll play with it a little bit for some parts here and there. We'll see. A lot of these decisions will be made as I paint, and we'll kind of just see how I'm feeling as I go along. Since again, this will be the first time painting any Blood Angels, I don't know how the paint's going to move. I don't know what paints I might be missing. I might have to go buy in the middle of doing all this, and who knows when I'll get them in that case. So there's a lot of questions to be answered with this set, but I am very excited to do my first actual cohesive unit, my first big 10-pack, and yeah, I'm hoping that these guys will look good by the end of it. So this one is going to take me some time to put together. I will probably not paint them all on camera. I might end up doing maybe one of these guys, either my very first, or I might do a few, and maybe just film a few highlights and then just show the process of one as I get towards the end, where I feel a little more confident how I've been handling them. Again, we will see how I feel as I do this. For sure, though, I will be posting pics of my progress on Instagram, and make sure you follow me at Nerd News Today, or of course on Facebook as well, since they're linked together. So just make sure to look up Nerd News Today on all the social media, and that's going to be the best way to kind of watch my progress before these videos come out. And also, of course, the best way to give me some feedback while I'm doing it, so that hopefully by the time the video does come out, I'll have listened to some of those instructions, some of those bits of advice, and I'll have painted some really cool miniatures. So that's enough time looking at this giant mess of sprues. In the next video, you're going to see me actually get to work, start painting these things, and hopefully make them look decent. So until then, I'm Matthew from Nerd News Today. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon with this big mess of Blood Angels.